All right. This is JaMarr Brown with the Break It Down Brown Show. We're having a great time today. I was at a Corona Chamber event, phenomenal lunch that was hosted by the Corona Chamber. Had a great speaker here, Claudia Cooley, who talked about one of the words she talked about was ignite, and how to get things started in your life and how to build your business. And I ran across my good friend Mark Maes, who is the owner and founder of Maes and Associates, who has a phenomenal program called High Five Business Mapping, which outlines the 5 aspects of business, and he really helps you focus in on where you're good at and what you need to work on. And I've definitely learned a lot from Mark over the years. So I wanted to just sit down with Mark for a couple minutes and ask a couple of questions. You know, Mark, a lot of people are starting businesses this year. It's the new year, and they're trying to get things going. And you know, I think one of the most important things is to realize what they're not doing well, and to be honest with themselves.
Yes.
And I'll use myself as an example, because a lot of times people don't like to admit that, you know, there's something they can improve upon. I've been a very creative person my entire life. You know, I've really been focused on sales and marketing. But some of the other areas, the operational side and the finance side, I was weak at, quite frankly, and I wasn't really focused on it. So talk to our viewers here that are starting businesses or they're running businesses, and you have this phenomenal tool and program that can help them. If you were coaching me in terms of what I just said, and speaking for all of our viewers, what would you say?
I would say it's February, and this is, I think of in February. First off, JaMarr, thank you for asking me to spend this time with you. It's always a privilege. In February, I look at February month as, you know, it's the love month. It's Valentine's Day. And I ask my clients and people that I meet, are you in love with your plan for the 2017 year, for this year on approach? Because going through January, we've had our time. You know, we've planned it, thought it through in November and December. We've introduced it to our people. We've shared communication of what the vision is, what those legitimate action steps are. But really by now, we've been talking about that plan long enough to know, are we feeling it? Or is this something that we can carry through with energy through the finish line and exceed our goals and objectives? So for February, I ask my people, are we in love with our plan? Because if we're not, let's take the time right now. You know, the statement, measure twice, cut once. Let's take the time to really review it and test it and stretch it and see how it looks. And is this the right plan? Do we want to add some more assertiveness? Do we want to make our goals a little bit richer? Because you know, we're going to find what we're looking for. So why not be looking for success?
Mark, I love that, and it's a great way to look at it. I never thought about that. Are you in love with your plan? I think people, if they look at it that way, they might make some adjustments here and there. But the old saying is this: you know, everyone's a good fighter until they get punched in the face.
You get knocked down.
You get knocked down. And a lot of people have started goals for this year, whether business goals or going to the gym or, you know, losing weight. And you know what? And you know, and like myself, I started the year, I wanted to start doing yoga. And so I went to first few classes, and then, I missed one day. And then you miss another day. Then you start to, you know, then your body starts to ache again, and you go back to where you were. So how do you help people to reignite themselves, to focus on their priorities? Because I'm sure there's certain things they love. There's certain things that maybe they've hit a stumbling block, or they've had an issue or a challenge. And how do you help them to say, look, you know what, you've stumbled. Let's stay focused. Let's get back on the horse and keep going throughout the year.
Yeah, that's a great question. And I love what Claudia said today was, you know, being able to engage and ignite yourself. I mean, every single day we wake up, we have a choice. We have a choice to succeed or to fail. We have a choice to embrace the challenge or run from the challenge. We have the opportunity to be fearful or be faithful. So I think, like Claudia said, it really starts every day in the morning with who we are. If we're CEOs and leaders, we have to be able to lead correctly. We have to lead in the logic that we believe in, and we want to support and understand who our people are and how to maximize their potential. So really it comes back to asking ourselves, are we happy? We have all that we need to be happy. But it's a choice. You know, I run into people that say, you know, I've had a terrible day. And I ask them, was it a terrible day or was it a terrible 5 minutes? You know, because it can really, you know, we can dwell on it so long, and it goes back to we find what we're looking for. You know, so to be looking at success, to be energized, and to be deliberate about what you're doing makes a huge difference in your everyday. And if you line up the days, they'll total the year.
Well, as always, just getting the chance to sit down with you for, for 5 minutes is always inspiring. Always
Awesome.
learn a lot.
Awesome.
I like to keep these relatively short, but they can, go to your website, get in touch with you. And I want you to give them that information. But just give us one, Mark Maes business nugget. If you were to say one thing for our viewers that you think can help change the course of their business right now, if it's kind of going in a direction that they may not be totally happy with, what would you say?
Embrace your gut. You have a good feeling of what is right. We don't know, and we're all the same way. We don't know what we don't know. So as adults, when we get to a certain age, we kind of shut down on our learning. And I want to say to you, don't. We're diamonds in the rough. We're pieces of coal. So if we constantly refine that, then we will get better. And we have, again, all that we need to accomplish all that we desire. We just have to be deliberate. And like Claudia said today too, it's that attitude. It's the attitude determines altitude. And we've heard that, these cliches throughout the years, but it really sums back to those 5 departments of business. All businesses have them. And it's embracing, what do we want to accomplish? Are we going to be direct and be the result of, or are we going to identify and accomplish our goals? And for me, I've experienced great success, and I've learned tremendous experience in being deliberate about what we want to accomplish.
Excellent. Mark, thank you very much. Before I let you go, what's the best way for our viewers and listeners to get in touch with you?
You can contact me at the website. You can go to maesllc.org. You can go to maesandassociates.com. You can contact our office at 909-785-9000. You can contact Shelley at Luminary Leaders. Just reach out and go out on your front porch and yell. I'll find you.
Mark, thank you very much. Thanks for being on the Break It Down Brown show. It was very enlightening. I learned a lot just in our, even more than because we talk all the time.
Yeah, it's great energy.
And so I
love talking with you.
Oh, I love learning.
Get deliberate. we have what we need. We just got to put action to it.
I love it. Well, I'll leave it at that. Mark, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
All right.